Hi everyone, it's Adam here from Ads Productions, and today we're looking at the D-Link AC1200 Mesh Wi-Fi Range Extender. This product is meant for those of you that have a medium-sized house, nothing too massive, as well as being an intermediate user, i.e. you know your way around a network, you are familiar with how IP addresses work and routers or routers and roughly what mesh networks are, and how important signal strength is and speed and things like that. As long as you're familiar with range extenders, you shouldn't have a problem with this device. When you open the box, you have the limited warranty from D-Link. You also have the quick installation guide, as well as the quick installation card, which not only gives you the setup QR code for use with the app that you will see shortly, you also have a brief description on how you can download the D-Link Wi-Fi app. Taking the device out of the box, it is very, very small. It's roughly the size of a smaller end mouse. There are two antennas on the top that do feel a little bit dated, especially considering how good Wi-Fi technology is nowadays, but that's fine. There is a vent at the top of the device to keep it cool. On the face of it, you have the D-Link logo, along with some signal strength indicators and a power and status light. On the left, we have another vent or cooling grid, whatever you want to call it, just to make sure the air can flow into this product without getting it too hot. On the right hand side, we also have some cooling grids, along with the reset buttonhole. You've also got the D-Link One Touch setup on the right hand side, which is the WPS button. On the very bottom, there is an Ethernet or Ethernet or LAN port. This is for those of you that want to just do a wired extension rather than the wireless. And on the back we have the power outlet connections, as well as the QR code, serial number, MAC ID, Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi password, etc, etc. So there's not much to this. Don't expect it to be a massive clunky unit that you plug into your wall. It's very small and discreet, except for maybe the antennas, but something's got to give. There are two options of getting this device going. The first one is to use the quick WPS setup. All you need to do is plug in this into a power source, plug it in quite near your Wi-Fi or wireless router, then wait until the LED starts blinking orange. Press the WPS button on the router for about 3 seconds or so, and then go over to this device and press the button for 2 or 3 seconds. Eventually, once you do this, the status LED should start to blink green. Basically, once it goes green, that's the connection connected. The option that most of you are going to go for is the D-Link Wi-Fi app setup. It's very, very simple, and that's the appeal of this device. Download the D-Link Wi-Fi app, launch it up, tap on the Install New Device option on the left, and then scan the QR code. You can either scan it on the product itself, or you can do it on the quick installation card. You will then be taken through a series of steps to connect to the Wi-Fi connection, what connection you want to mirror, where you want to place it, press next, make sure you just configure it to your home setup's requirements. It's very, very simple. It's literally give me your username and password of your Wi-Fi access point that you want to connect to. Once you do that, it will apply it to the device, and that's it, job done. If you want to, you can turn this into a wired extender for your network using the port on the bottom. That's the Ethernet, Ethernet, LAN port, whatever you want to call it. The port's on the bottom for you to use a wired connection. There's nothing else to this. You literally take it out of the box, plug it in the wall, choose a setup method, in this case the QR code, scan the QR code, press next, let the device be discovered, configure the device with the step-by-step instructions. Very self-explanatory instructions as well. Just some of the core details like username and password and what connection you want to extend. Press next, allow it to configure itself, and then it will be done. And then what you'll have is a device that you can plug in around your home. It has to be near enough to the router, but around your home, where it will basically extend whatever connection was coming out of the router onto this Wi-Fi extender. That's literally it. There's no other bells and whistles with this. It's great. From a day-to-day usage point of view, this dual band device worked perfectly for what I needed it for. Basically, one area of the house was a little bit weaker in terms of Wi-Fi signal. All I did was plug this in, connect it to my existing connection, and then I browsed the internet on my phone and my laptop, and it extended it. That's literally what you're buying this product for. It's not going to boost the speed or anything like that. It just boosts the coverage. I didn't notice any drop in speed or quality of the connection or anything like that. I must admit I wasn't actively looking at the packet loss or anything like that on the device, but from a day-to-day usage point of view, it worked perfectly fine. No performance issues. Using it was just as fast as my standard connection. I could use multiple devices on it. Say no more. If you don't want any overcomplicated setup or some ultra technical solution, go for this. It's just a plug and play device that's got an easy to use menu, next on the wizard, and it's configured. Anything bad I can think about this product? Only the fact that the antennas make it look a little bit dated, but I do understand the need, especially for an extender product. In terms of being dated, the user interface of the D-Link Wi-Fi app could use some improvements, but functionality wise you cannot complain. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Adam from Ads Productions with the overview of the AC1200 Mesh Wi-Fi range extender.